Right, now it's that time. We're running a little bit over schedule, 20 minutes, but we're going to talk really fast and get through it just as quick and make up for lost time. All right, now this week's guest is an artist who has been pretty much at the top of his game, winning awards year in, year out for over 15 years now. He's headlined pretty much every rave in the UK and abroad, as well as putting lyrics on a couple of the most successful rhythms to come out of our scene. The artist I'm, of course, talking about is the legend MC Skibadee. Brother, welcome to Run, Come, Follow Friday and Rinse, mate.
Yes, brother, I'm glad to be here. Big up Dogs, all to the Rinse FM crew. Thanks for having me. Yes.
How you doing, brother?
Good, not too bad. It's a bit wet,
Rush
man.
around.
Just trying to dry off and thing, man, but I'm all good, though.
All good. Right, now, no time for waste. So,
right.
Skibadee, MC. What area did you grow up in, mate? And what was playing in your house as a kid when you was growing
up? I grew up in South London. South London! Oh. You know,
I know them lads, South Londoners, all going, yeah!
Banging on the walls right now, you know. But yo, big up the Southside crew. Yeah, I grew up in South London. Actually, as a younger, was actually in Waterloo.
Yeah.
Big up MC Foxy on that. Grew up with him as a youth as well, actually. Yeah, from our area and that. Big up Fox and all the rest of the crew. Waterloo.
Was he always mad, Skibs?
Yeah, it's always been mad. Seriously.
Yeah,
it's always been big, heavy, and like, bam.
Just pushing everything out the way from
straight,
5 years old.
Come out. Yeah, big up Fox. Just where I really grew up, Waterloo, then kind of moved down to like Clapham area, Southwest. Over the last couple of years, been in Southeast, man.
All right. Pecknam. So what kind of music was playing in your house as a kid?
You know what? Everything, man. Pop music. I mean, I started, learning to play piano from when I was like 5 and stuff like that, and was, playing various other instruments from flute to the steel band, drums.
So you know what? I mean, my next question was you played the flute, piano, drums, blah, 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 like a one-man band.
Yeah.
You didn't have the old cymbals in between your knees, did you?
No.
Like, was this following the family suit or something? You just had a natural instinct to follow?
Just had a natural instinct. From primary school, and they're trying to work out if you're musically, they trying to do a couple of tests. And they're like,
I played the trumpet when I was a kid, so
that's what I'm saying.
Thing,
and they kind of pointed me out and say, yo, you're quite good or stuff. You can go into the higher class and start learning some more music and stuff like that. And then from then, it was just a role from there, basically.
All right. So now I know you didn't really go down the same route that a lot of the MCs I talked to. You wasn't like it in the following the sound systems and blah blah blah. From reading up on you, like before rave music come into your life, what was you listening to, Skibs?
I was just listening to all the normal stuff that everyone in school was listening to. So like rap, a bit of R&B, a bit of rare groove, and obviously the normal pop stuff that you hear on the radio day in day out and stuff.
Yeah,
I was just totally, to be honest, I was totally oblivious to the whole rave thing. You know what I mean? I heard about jungle music and stuff, but I don't know, until I'd really gone to a rave and experienced it, I wasn't in it at all.
Right. So now I'm guessing the first MCs you heard would have been at that rave, which was Roast, Valentine's, Astoria, 93.
Yep.
What was your mindset when you walked into that rave?
That was crazy because to be honest, like I'm saying, I didn't even want to go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like all my mates and that was like, oh yeah, jungle. And I was like, I don't really know about that, but you just start to feel left out and stuff. So I just went along with the crew or whatever. All the men from the area was rolling. For like, all right, cool, let's roll. And then just the whole excitement of actually trying to get in there, the crowds outside and everything, just trying to get into the rave. Half of us got in, half of us didn't get in. Just all mad excitement, and just all that. We're just like, wow, it's just all mad hype. And then got in, and I was just blown away, man. All the lights. I hadn't been to anything like it before. The biggest thing I'd been to before going into a Roast 94 was like a house party on the ends.
So it's different scale.
So straight away I was just like, what the who? Is the hell is this? Do you know what I mean? And I was just blown away by it.
So you didn't know none of the artists, none of them, like Five O Moves, Ragga Twins?
I didn't know no artists. I didn't know. I heard of the Ragga Twins, but that was just from like watching. They had been on 1 or 2 programs before, but I wasn't familiar with anybody. I just walked into there and I was just blown away. And I think the main thing that kind of caught me was like, okay, because I mean I'd been into rap and been into reggae and stuff like that, but I was always like, I can't get into that because I'm not a reggae artist and I'm not an American and stuff. So when I went to this roast thing and the first time I saw MCs up there just like
UK MCs,
exactly, then I was like, oh bling, like 25 light bulbs just went on in my head. I was like,
so you'd never MC'd up till that point, no?
I hadn't MC'd up till then, no.
That
I mean, just messing around with my mates in the bedroom and stuff like that, but not trying to MC on drum and bass or jungle or anything like that before. I just walked into this rave and like, yo, this is me.
Yeah, I found home.
Exactly.
Really so you wanted to be an MC from then onwards?
As soon as I came out of that rave, from then on, it was like just started making little links here and there, basically, with anybody with anything to do with the scene, and just started to grow, basically.
All right, now moving on to radio.
Yeah.
First radio station, Crystal FM.
Crystal FM, that's right. As I said, it was just, the things just started to fall into place. A couple months after I went to that rave, we're just chilling at my cousin's house one day, and then a guy comes around and knocks on the door and said, oh, do you lot want to go radio? I'm like, radio for what? And it's like, oh, you lot come and MC, man. I was like, okay, cool. We went up there, done a little radio show. The guy was like, yo, you guys are good. You want to have your own show? I was like, all right, cool, man. So
Sweet.
Bro, seriously, the way things just like started falling into place was like, huh?
Yeah.
There's a man upstairs, man. Seriously, you know, it was crazy.
He's looked after you.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, so Saturday afternoons was your show,
That's
2
right.
p.m. Yep.
You done your research, man.
I don't muck about. Don't worry about it. I've got pages and pages of it on you over here. Now, you first went out, you had no MC name originally.
That's right, yes.
So what does Skibadee mean, Skib?
Ooh, Skibadee's just what my mates used to call me. It's like kind of, you know, when you're just messing around, everyone comes out with different kind of terminologies and stuff when you're in a little crew. So my original name was Skibadee Boy. That's what all my mates, Skibadee Boy. That's what all the man them used to call me. You know what I mean? From before I started MCing. So I remember I was actually on my way to that first radio show and was thinking, damn, I need to find a name. Didn't have a name or whatever, so I just rolled with the Skibadee thing, and that was it, really.
Luckily, hey? Luckily. Done you all right, the name, innit?
Not bad.
All right, so while you was on there, you met, amongst other people, Ash Attack.
Yes.
He helped you out on the scene, get onto the scene quite a bit more.
Definitely.
Now, I was going to say about your first bookings, but I had a little chat with CKP yesterday.
Yeah.
And he said that the first thing he's done that he remembers was at the Marquee, a thing called Electribe.
Yep, that's right. I mean, the Electribe guys, Otis and another girl, I remember they used to put on weeks, like, on raves like almost every other day, like Monday and Tuesday. There was little things like Marquee, Gas Club. There was other little clubs as well that they used to do. And they kind of gave me my first booking, basically. Electribe was the actual night. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, CKP was there. I think even IC3 was in there as well.
All right. So what CK said was there was about 100 MCs there, but there was only like 2 or 3 that stood out. You, Neat, and himself.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. That's right. It's,
all good.
It's very fortunate, really.
All right. But now, reading through your history, what I would say was your first small break was a thing that Ash Attack was running in the West End Thursday nights called Spirit of the Jungle.
That's right, yeah.
Explain a little bit what that done for you.
Well, as I said, I just come into the scenes, trying to get my foot in the door and everything. This thing, Spirit of the Jungle, every Thursday night, bang on the West End, whatever. Obviously, because Ash Attack was connected with all the big DJs and big MCs already, he was had a lot of them coming down on a weekly basis. So that was the place where
was you resident there then? Yeah,
he made me a resident. Do you know what I mean? Alongside, I think it was Fearless, Stevie Hyper D, and maybe another MC called Busby at the time as well.
That's it.
And just kind of brought me in. So that's where I met most of the DJs and MCs.
Of fire there, man.
Exactly.
The big dogs.
Yes, I just got thrown straight in. You know, Ash Attack was like, "Yo, this is my MC. Boom, I'm sticking him on." And then so I owe a lot to Ash Attack, to be honest.
Yeah. But you held your own with them big guys, I'm sure.
Yeah, try to.
Yeah, good. Right, now, at that night you met a DJ called Wild Child.
That's right.
She was doing a Cool FM 3 till 5 in the morning, which I used to listen to. It was mad because I remember your first show. She asked you to come up to call. It's funny, Skips, because like you said earlier, it kind of things just fell to you. It wasn't like, because I was a man in them days, send off tapes every minute.
That's right.
Trying to get look at cool, and you just kind of tripped over and landed in the studio.
I hadn't sent no tapes to nobody. I was MCing in Spirit of the Jungle, and for this, I'd MC'd with Wild Child before, and then I was MCing with her again about 2-3 months later, and she was like, "Yo, I need an MC. Do you want to come and Cool FM with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, why not?" Do you know what I mean? And she said, "All right, listen, I got to give a tape to Eastman and the guys over there." And about a week later, she was like, "Yeah, them guys will call you on." And I was like, "What? Are you serious?" I was just like, I just couldn't believe that. Serious. And that's why I'm saying it. A lot of things just kind of fell into my lap. I'll be honest. You know what I mean? I was good as well. But a lot of things did fall into my lap. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you got to prove your worth. You get the chance, you got to prove it, ain't you?
So,
all right, now I remember first hearing you in them days there, them 3 till 5 days, but and it was obvious from day one you weren't the usual up and comer that just kind of is up and coming and then gets to a certain level. It was obvious you was going to go through. What do you remember of them early cool days, mate? Because in special times, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. What I remember actually about them cool days. Half the time I lived up in that studio. Like I would just go up there with Wild Child, and then I would actually just be waiting around for everybody to miss their show. Seriously.
I'll go on.
Yeah, exactly. And I would just jump on, and I was just always there on hand to like, yo, I'm up for this. You get me? I wasn't really them early days. I didn't really care about any money or anything like that. I just actually really, really loved what I was doing and just wanted to do it more. So even before I had the break on Cool, the whole Christopher FM thing broke down, and I was just still kept on my own little zone and just write lyrics. So if I did get another opportunity, I would be more than ready for it, and that's exactly what happened, basically. Yeah,
was it a good thing to be around? I mean, you was a young kid up and coming in them days, to be around that much talent that was up there then, because you had everyone on Cool in them days. Everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It was a blessing, and that was a place that it's like I found home, as I said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So by sort of 95 times, you was a main part of the Cool lineup by then. It's fair to say. first real booking that you got that weren't like just a mate booking you? I read it as a Leicester thing. Is that the
That's
right?
right, yeah. It was actually.
I even know what you got paid.
Bro,
how about that?
bro,
200 bills.
Yeah,
I'm like about, bro.
This guy has done his research. Yeah, I remember that, man. Like £200 to go up to Leicester, and I was like, I did about 50 backflips, man, when I heard that.
That's amazing when someone just books you and offers you money for what you do instead of a friend.
Exactly, and I was like, wow, £200 to go down to Leicester. I was like, I mean, I would have done it for 20 quid.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, if I could got there, but
you'd have walked there for
yeah, exactly. I would have done it, but that was like really amazing to me. So it was Jungle Fever agency I was on at the time, and they kind of hooked it up. So I was like, yo, thank you, man, let's go. You know what I mean?
The road, that was the first road you took. It's never stopped since.
That's right. It's just from there, really. And that was probably like, like you said, 96 or something, 95 or 96, something like that.
Okay, now, all right, look, before we go on to the next part, I want to talk to you about your style of MCing for a minute. So, like, you come into the game with the double time, fast tongue thing, like you've been doing it for 20 years, but you know, how long did it take you to adapt to master that style? Because when I think now, when I know, because I never really looked into your history before Skibs, and now I know, you know, from 93 to 95 is only 2 years, and to master something like that would take the next man 10 years or 15 years. Like, you know, what was you practicing indoors religiously or what?
Well, there you go. I was sleeping and drum and bass. From the time I got into it and I realised what it was all about, and I'd been to that rave, I came out of that rave and I didn't really sleep that much for the next 4 to 5 years. I'll be honest. Any other waking hour, I would actually go to things like Spirit of the Jungle, come home and carry on writing.
Carry on writing straight from the dance.
I just wanted to write more lyrics and just kind of perfect my skill a bit better. So any waking hour I had was spent writing.
Did you have like an inspiration in them days? Like any of the guys around you that would make you write?
I mean, Skibadee was obviously the main man, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I still, watched him a couple times in on the stage and stuff, and was like, wow, this guy's great. Obviously, MC Dead, guys, Navigator, Ragga Twins. I see them guys, MC Fearless. These guys,
bosses of the scene.
These guys were all already in the scene and doing their things. 5-0s, Moose, all of these guys, they was already killing it, you know. So these were the guys who I aspired to be, really. All of them guys.
Okay, now you're what I call your style. One of your styles. It's like tripping over the lyrics, but they still come out your mouth. Do you know the style I mean? I can't even do it as an impression because I can't do it. But it sounds like you're going to mess the lyrics out.
It's just, I don't know
how did you come up with that?
I don't know, to be honest. That's a really hard question. It's just through messing around with different flows and different patterns. My personal thing was always just to sound different from everybody else. That was my main thing, you know. Like, people was doing this double time thing, and I was just like, I like it, and that sounds cool, but I don't want to sound like him. And I don't
you kind of broke it down to a slower.
Just start chopping it up, like, it's hard to explain, but just getting in between the beats, basically. That's it. Like, I usually have a do cat, but I'll be trying to MC rhyme in between them beats. And so just trying to find another little kind of hole, basically.
It's such a niche style, that one, that even though I know the lyrics, I still can't even sing them bits properly.
I'm going to give it a shot.
All them ones, a bit like that,
There you go. What are you doing? Try it.
You've done it before, haven't you? All right, now, moving through the mid-90s. Climbing the table rapid. Then in 98 a major thing happened in everyone's life, but your life especially, because he was a big inspiration to you, Stu, and Stevie Hyper passed away.
That's right,
you know, I know he was one of, if not, you know, your main idol in the game. How did that affect you?
Big time, man. That actually made me question whether I wanted to carry on MC and stuff, because there was something about that I didn't really like, and that was that, to me, he was like one of the greatest MCs, like, all around, whether it's hip hop, reggae, or whatever, or even R&B singers. I thought he was a great artist. You know what I mean? And when he passed away as well, I was a bit kind of put off by the fact that he only had tape packs. To remember him by, and I wasn't happy with something about that just didn't really sit right with me, and I just thought, is that all it's all about? Just to, you know, to do this,
to
thing
leave a legacy is just some tape packs,
and just leave some tape packs. That I was not happy with that at all, and so that from then is when I was like, no, you know, I need to start doing something else as well. I'm not just going to sit here and just do this drum and bass thing just alone. Do you know what I mean? So that put a fire in your belly. Put a fire in my belly. Definitely kind of knocked me a little bit. You know, that hit me real hard. You know what I mean?
I think it did everyone, but being close to him like you as well, I can imagine it was a terrible time.
Definitely, I remember when I heard that I was in Bristol after the Bristol Carnival, and then I got the news, and it was just like, wow, it just really hit me. Do you know? Okay,
so you know, if there's a silver lining on a grey cloud, it's that, like you say, you got yourself into the studio. You started up a thing called 2 Times Freestyle with Det around the sort of late 90s, and kind of started laying down drum and bass things over a slower beat and trying some different stuff, which hadn't really been done then.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You know, obviously we had a double time thing in that, but I kind of soon found out that it kind of worked over hip hop beats as well, like half the time or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And so just started playing around with that for a little bit and just seeing what we could come up with, basically.
Okay, right. Right, moving on then quickly. You had videos played on the box. I remember watching the box back in the day.
That's
man.
right.
Yeah.
New Style Avengers and all that.
That's it. All right, so jungle was changing into sort of drum and bass around them times.
Right.
The ragga element was kind of out of favour to make way for the new drum and bass sort of sound.
That's right.
Yeah, what did you think of it, and how did it affect you as an MC? Because everyone's always quick, the producers and the DJs, but as an MC, how did it affect you?
It was strange, really and truly. I mean, I saw the scene really changing. At one stage, we was doing parties and there was 2,000-3,000 people in it.
Yeah.
And as it started changing, it basically shrunk to about half.
Yeah.
On the really, I was going into the same parties and it just it looks a little bit different, and the music was slightly different.
Yeah.
And people wasn't really in it as much, to be honest. People was a little bit very subdued and thinking, what is this? They weren't quite used to it and stuff. So that was a little bit of a hard time or whatever. But to kind of just adapt to what was going on, you know what I mean, and try and move with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was a funny time because the garage thing kicked off and sucked a lot of people out, myself included.
Exactly.
It was a hard time to stick with the thing.
Exactly. I mean, I think by then I was already quite seasoned, so that was my place. You know what I mean? It wasn't right for me to try and follow any other little fashion, whatever. I was already set.
Your foundation was there.
Is there by then? You know what I mean?
Okay. 2000, you teamed up with Shabba, and then later down the line, Paul Ibiza as well to promote a rave called MC Convention. I'm guessing the thinking behind that was because it was all about the DJs up until that point, and you wanted to give you guys a bit of a platform.
Well, I think just before then, I think maybe the year before, I had done a birthday party with Telepathy, World Cup Blazer, in Ministry, and Shabba had done one or two parties on his own as well, and so we just kind of came together. We was working a lot together on the scene at various different raves and stuff. And we just kind of came together and said, why don't we, your party's big, my party's big, let's try and do a thing together. Do you know what I mean?
And it worked.
It was
a big dance for a long time.
Our first event, MC Convention, had more than 2,000 people in there, and we was just all blown away with that.
And it was MC's headlining it.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. More than the DJ thing.
Yeah. As a DJ, I should be saying, no, you shouldn't really do that. Yes, that's a rubbish idea, bruv. That one. Let's get the DJ at the top. All right. So let me move on a bit because we're running out of time. First, working abroad. First gig, Toronto. What's your favourite place to perform abroad, mate?
I'd probably say Toronto, to be honest. The first time I went there with Shy FX, man, was just, I don't know how to explain it, man. I was just, whenever I go somewhere like that for the first time, I'm like, okay, nobody knows me here. I've got some serious, work to do. Let me just focus and get in it and tear it up. Do you know what I mean? But just going in there, everybody was just on me, like, hey, Skibadee, hey, Skibadee, like, just pulling me left, right, and centre. And I was just like, no. It actually felt very weird and funny. And I just wanted to just get to the back, and just get into a room and just try and assert myself and go out and do the show. Do you know what I mean? But it was crazy, man.
And they all knew your lyrics, singing them back to you and all that.
Exactly.
It's blown, isn't it?
I was, it was hard to actually do that show because I was kind of just taken back by everything, to be honest. It was so busy, and there was like 4,000 people in there as well.
And this is before internet, so they only knew through tapes and things that had been sent over.
You know what I mean? It was one of the biggest things, one of the biggest events I'd done the first time I went to Canada. So that was crazy. Okay,
right. Moving on to some tunes. You've got a massive back catalogue of tunes with some very well-known ones amongst. Twist Them Out with Dylan Jubb. Shy FX's Don't Wanna Know. Now, the reason I want to talk about Don't Wanna Know quickly is every single week, you know what I'm going to say on it on a Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Soccer AM, bro.
Yeah.
I want to give it order. Shy FX.
Listen, they're still rinsing it up until this day. That's got over 10 years now.
Yeah, I hope you're still getting paid for that.
We all are, man.
Wicked. All right, now, is it as important now as when you decided back in sort of 98 times to record your vocal on tunes as well as being in a rave?
I think it's even more important now, personally. I mean, I personally think I'm one of the most fortunate MCs out there, to be honest, to have not necessarily put out that many tunes, but to still have regular work like every weekend for like the best part of 15 years. Like, serious, it's crazy, man.
Mate, to get to the top of game is hard. To stay there for a year is very hard. To do it for 15 years, I've got to take my hat off to you,
it's
bro.
Unbelievable, man. So for me, I'm just always praying. I'm saying, thank you, God. I'm just saying thank you, because the man upstairs must be looking after me a little bit, man. Nobody's career in this kind of music really lasts that long.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's very hard to be one of the top guys on the flyer. So salute for that. You're lucky I ain't an MC. That's all I'm gonna say. Right now, Unks, just quickly, before we round it up. With yourself, Rough Stuff Fun, and later obviously Dreps as well, Harry Shutter. who started up Unks?
Well, Uncontrollables it's been around for probably the best part of 10 to 12 odd years or whatever. That's actually Fun and his brother. That was always their little baby or whatever. And basically, after I stopped, kind of just chilled, step back a little bit from doing the SAS thing, I felt it had kind of run its course. You get me? I've done about 2-3 years doing mad MC convention parties and stuff, and I just wanted to kind of kick back for a little bit and just do my own thing. And I just kind of naturally fell into that. Basically, I was looking for a regular show to do on Cool FM. I couldn't really find who to work with or whatever. Rough Stuff was one of my boys anyway, but he was already kind of working quite closely with Fun. Do you know what I mean? So I just really muscled in on their show,
right? Okay.
A little bit, you know what I mean? And after about, I don't know, maybe about a couple of months of doing quite a few shows with Fun and Rough Stuff, it was like, yo man, I just started noticing that we was working well together as well, and just started just developing the whole Uncontrollable thing, which was there from time, but it hadn't really had a push or
hadn't flourished.
Nobody didn't really know about it on the drum and bass scene anyway.
All right, I just wondered that myself, because when I think of it, like, this is my personal opinion, like when I look at someone who's your kind of stature, size, you know, you're not short of work and kind of you're Skibadee. When you join a crew, it's like I wouldn't understand why a massive artist would want to do that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, to me, it's like the crew needs you more than you need the crew. That's just my personal.
I didn't necessarily need to do it, but as I said, for a long time in the scene, you know, it's just I go on vibes. You know what I mean? Not I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and I may have, you know, it may not be a great thing for my career, or whatever.
But it just felt right to you.
It just felt right. I was just kind of rolling with it and just thought, yo, man, these are my boys, Ruffy, Fun. You know what I mean? Yo, let's just roll this little thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, it done all right. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was surprised at how well it took off, man. I was surprised.
Yeah, okay, now, why the nickname Scaramanga?
I don't know, actually. I don't know where that came from. I just thought, let me just make a little alias.
You say some mad words at times.
Yeah. That's
Blethley
my thing.
You sent me a Blethley last night.
Blethley, you know. That's my thing, you know, to come up with new terminology is just out the box, you know what I mean? I just don't like the norm, do you know what I mean, really and truly. So that's what it is with me. Just always trying to come up with something quirky and different.
I got that tweet last night. I had to say to my missus, Sarah, look at it. Look, if you read it, Blethley. I had to laugh. Right, now, okay, what's the time? We're going to get in 2 more questions, and we've got to get you on the mic for 10 minutes, brother. We'll get lynched when we leave if we don't get you on the mic. So, right, now, Unks is kind of not folded, but you're kind of doing your own kind of thing at the moment with the bangers and mash.
Help that to kind of get up and about, up and running and stuff. Then just kind of took a little step back to just let that do its thing, and then concentrate a bit more on myself as well. Just to because things are changing, the whole scene is changing. You know what I mean? You always have to kind of reinvent yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and make sure that you stay relevant and stuff. You know what I mean? So I took just a little step back from the whole Uncontrollable thing, just to try and focus on that, man.
Yeah. Okay. So you got your parties, bangers and mash running now.
Yep.
Which brings us to this weekend, which is like, I don't know if it's a coincidence or we meant it, but we've got a party tomorrow night. Run Come Follow Friday, bangers and mash in the main room in Salisbury. You want to tell the people a little bit about that?
Yeah, man. Well, you know, been doing the bangers and mash in London for the best part of 4 to 5 years now, really and truly. On my birthday events and stuff. And the first one we done was like massive, bloody crazy at the area in Vauxhall, and just trying to expand it a little bit, man. Taking it to other couple of spots up and down the country.
Is this the first time you travelled with it?
Has
it been anywhere else?
No, we've been Brighton with it. Only been Brighton last year with it, really and truly. So this is like more or less, really and truly, just started. We've got quite a few things in there to go on tour with the bangers and mash thing. Salisbury, I think there's something on the Jubilee weekend. I think that might be up in Margate or something like that. A couple other bits and pieces as well coming.
There's plenty going on.
Yeah.
So that's tomorrow night at the Chapel nightclub over there in Salisbury.
That's right. Yep.
Big old lineup: Black Market, Fantasy, Magistrate, Rough Stuff, myself, Skibba, Harry Shotter, Dreps. You know, big old lineup over there. And I heard it's nearly sold out and all, bruv. So if you're gonna get over there, hurry up.
Like a lot of people on Salisbury ain't on the Twitter thing. I didn't see any mad Twitter hype about it. And I was getting a bit worried. But, you know, Fantasy tells me like, yo, it's doing really well. It's looking really good. So
yes, well that's the whisper that I've heard.
Exactly.
It's on the verge of selling out. So if you're planning on going out there, hurry up.
Yep.
All right,
let's go.
So Skibs, now before we get into a quick mix and a quick freestyle from you, anything you want to mention? You want to tell people your Twitter? Anything else that I might have missed, brother?
Holler at me, the real Skibs, not the fake one. You get me, the real Skibs, and just holler at me. Obviously on the Facebook, Skibadee.
Let's get the spelling right of Skibadee, because I know the spelling, but when I see it written, it's always double this, double that.
It's like basically, it's quite. If people will just refer to me as Skibba, they use double B.
Yes.
But if they want to refer to me as Skibadee, then it's one B.
Yeah.
That's how I've seen people writing it anyway, but it is really just one B. And actually I knew that problem was kind of arising from years ago, so I actually made the lyric, you know, super S to the K, I-B-A, D, double E, Skibba. That's what that's about, so people will just get that.
It's a polite way of saying, come on, get it together, people. Sort it out. It's only a bit of spelling.
Exactly, man.
All right, so look, thank you so much, brother, for coming out. I mean,
for having me,
we're going to have a part 2 for this because I've condensed so many questions down to a short one.
Exactly, that's cool, man.
I know you're off to Belgium straight from here as well.
That's right, yeah, straight out the door. There's an innovation event going on over there. Myself, Fantasy, as you said, Harry Shotton, Brooks Brothers, Taxman, I believe. Maybe Nicky Black Market's on that as well.
Yeah.
So,
non-stop, brother.
Non-stop, man. Then back tomorrow, Northampton first, then straight over to Salisbury as well. And then Sunday, something going on Mondays, Germany with Friction. And
where are you in Germany? I'm in Germany Monday.
I don't know. Friction, I don't know where it is. I just know
it can't be the same thing. No, I'm with Ronnie Sires and that. It's not the same dance as that, is it?
I don't think so. I saw something about that, but I don't think
we're clashing that there, All right, look, we're going to get into a bit of music, Skibs. And big up for coming up, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you once again.
Thanks for having me, Dogs, man.
Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Anyway, right. We're going to get in the mix with Skibba right now. Mate, it's all yours.
That's it, yes, go. Gee! Some old school tunes. Big up the Rolling Massive, all of the Rolling crew locked on right about now. Rinse FM. I'm in the building. Big up the whole of the Rinse FM crew. Shout out to Uncle Dugs. Maximum Boost. Give me a little bit more volume in the headphones, please. And let's throw some D&B dust over this little mix, you know what I mean? Shout out to the Harry Shotter. Can't forget Fatal. My boy Dr. EPS Reps. Maximum Boost. Outside the Racy B, I see ya.
Ladies and gentlemen,
all the Twitter crew coming through.
Please. We're now ready for takeoff, so please fasten your seatbelt.
Shout out to the SK Vibe Maker. Maximum Boost from I see ya. Let's go. Get down, put them in the money, ride it. Put them, I gotta ride it, sun done. Get rid of the rinse and pressure. Get rid of the bowling, sun down, done. Digga, 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 done. Give me no gal, give me no malam, balam, bam. Let's go. I'm gonna make it the people I know like brrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr like Funster, like Shorter, like Skiba and Shabba. We're mashing up for your manner. Let's go back to back on your manner. Deal with the what, deal with the matter. Bruise with the what, bruise with the batter. Rock for the rock, rock for the raver. Skeleton and mango, one of my bangal. Hoo, it's the what, the whiler. Hoo, hoo, it's the what, the whiler. Like I gotta give it, I gotta give it up, gotta give it up. Let's go, let's deeper, darker, darker, deeper. Danger when you range your paper. Big pain, burn ya, turn ya, torch ya, scorch ya. Skibadee and record defender. Aim with the vibe up with the bitch. Hoo, hoo, it's the what, the whiler. Hoo, hoo, when I put the plier. Hoo, hoo, it's the what, the whiler. Gotta get ya. Rock for the rock, rock for the raver. Aim with the vibe up with the bitch. Deal with the matter, deal with it proper. R-A-V-E-R. Get up to number 10 arena. Too many man going like gazer. This one sharper like a razor. Aim with the vibe out with the bitch. Aya! It's the Rasta Rider. Always on the freaking flyer. Yo, let's go. If you can't take the pressure, end up in the sunrow. End up in the car, in the wheelbarrow. Jungle the cigar leader gets it hard boy paro. This one a combo and a row. To blow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. What ain't time some of the massive throw some hands in the air. I'm rolling with the Uncle Dugs. Like. Get down for the money riding. How am I gonna buy this one done? Get rid of the mention pressure. Get rid of the bone in tongue. Into one per microphone, stand run for the money of the version. I'm coming down so I get to move on like switch that one. Fam, yo. In 91, my time still hadn't come. I was keeping cool, I was waiting for 92. In 1993, the birth of the Skibadee. I started spitting, not everyone was feeling me. So, in 94, I've got rough, rugged, raw. I know you wasn't sure, I had lots more in store for you. In 95, I was up on the rise, I was doing alright, and MCs opened their eyes to me. In 96, they say my writing was sick. When I rips, it's to bits, blitz. Done with the lyrics, I swear. 97, I was ready to deck them from north, south to western. I gave MC some lessons, okay. 98, you could say I was doing great, cause jungle wasn't jungle without me on your mixtape. Nah, 99, I'm number one for the first time. After that, the world was mine. Now listen, close. In 2000, I was still around and I had made a couple P's, only couple thousand. So 2001, that was how about my funds. I just kept it moving like I was out on the run. Then 2002, I was always out on my crew. Pull an ounce in my zoo and get chicks out of the blue. In 2003, I was rolling with DET. In 2004, me and Shabba went on a tour. 2005, and that's when I started skiving. Yes, I was lazy. No, I wasn't writing shit. 2000 skips was a hard year for skips, cause I lost that title when I lost all my scripts. Then 2007 I remembered I'm a legend and go get 'em. I started repping Peckham again. 2008 and 9, you can say that they be mine. That's why I got that crown again. In 2010, like when I made M-E-N-E-R. I'm your Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm that eraser. Lick them down, pepper pound, Rocky bound. But what I saw, we set the sound upon fire. On the mic, I am no liar. Skull about a manga, when I'm a banger, anger. Guy the prankster, woo. I don't wanna boost that gander. Cover the Mac and the camper. See my title, do not tamper. When the bus one, you was in your pamper. Running around with your grandpa with a little picnic and an amper. Down, another level dark. Like digga devil. My DJ, when I'm on a metal. For the be nothing like let's all down. Another level dark. Like digga devil. My DJ, when I'm on a metal. For the beat, I deal with the matter. Deal with it proper. Deal with the matter. Deal with it proper. In with the Bible when I meet you. It's the rough the rider. Always on the friggin' flyer. Let's go. Now if you can, take the pressure better you receive. Gotta rock that spot to make your nose bleed. With the right there on the rhythm like some rolling stampede. And when we're not rolling, we're running bare green like Jesus. Run the mixer inside the ride, outside the rolling massive locks on right about now. Rinse a pen, baby. Big shout to the East Man, the Governor General. Outside the Calmist, I see ya. Outside the Max. Who's that Maxi, please? Big shout to the Bad Gal, Runster. Outside the Custom Apparel, I see ya, fam. Maximum boost in them junction. Listen good. Sound of the Uncle Dugs in the mix right now. Rinse FM, yeah. Outside the Harry Shottle, anyway you're there. Big up to Dave Ross. Maximum boost holding it down for the gang. Listen. Jesus. Love this tune. Big up the old school jungleists. Run come full of Friday, live and direct with Uncle Doug Scalamanga. Chip. Outside the crew rolling on the roads right about now. Big those horns. Outside the man, the HMP. Bang on the walls, gang. Bang on the walls. Ho. Outside Ronnie Size. Big shout to the Cross. Yeah. Can't forget the original gang. Outside DJ Die. Chip. Where we going with this one? Stamina Massive. More old school, yeah? Start. Here we go again. Keep on looking when I mix and blend. Go up, high, and then down, low, twist, bend. This way, that way. Now, what do I want to say? Move to the beat with my DJ. We don't rap, we don't play. Up and up, away. Let's go. Rolling and flow. Going out to the Stamina Massive, locking on right about now. Big shot going out to Temper. Old tight rate. Roll the mixer, roll the melody, listen close. Chip. Old tight rough stuff anyway there, mate. Oh my gosh, this one's a big one. Digga ding dong. Then with the boy made the big one. Yo, get smacked around my life ping pong. That's why Skibba's acting like King Kong. Income, mash up your rate.com. Send to my palm, make a bone sound. Put it when I went off the version. I'm a coming on song, get a move on. Income, mash up your rate.de. See me on TV. See me, I want pet tell a boy, he can't be me. I'm Skibadee, you're mini-me. I'm rising up the humidity. Too many wanna be like Skibadee, uncontrollable. I'm like, no, please don't do that. Please don't assume that. You know my crew back. I'm making you back. I'll be giving them two slack. It's best to move back. I thought you knew that. I'm rep the UNCZ. We run it. I'm like, yeah. You don't wanna go there. You don't wanna flow there. Just put out the leader. I don't go nowhere. Then bounce. Boing, flip that coin. I come drums on the bass with a punch on the bass. Full kick to the point, okay. Welcome to the decade, but don't get left pay. You might get tech way. I run the premise, I'm the FA. It's the Skibadee, I'm making your day. Big up the UNCZ. We run it, okay. See no evil, hear no evil. No, I come back by default. I'm back on the road, you know, back on the road like Finding Nemo. For the leader, for the leader. That's me, bro. Don't come with the ego. I don't know about you, but I know about me, bro. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Back to the zero. Bangers and mash, don't get smashed. I'll take your gas on the dealer. For the leader, for the leader. That's me. For the leader. UNCZ. Live and direct, Uncle Doug Skibadee. Outside the fantasy. I see you, mate, on the on the Twitter. Rolling with a Skibba. Live and direct. Oh, selector. Big in the game right now, it's the Uncle Dogs. Big up the Stamina Massive, outside the Innovation crew. Big shout to you, maximum respect you. January, February, kinda cold. Everything merry, March, April, then May. All over the nation in my day. June and July, that's summertime, but don't tell no lie. When August are coming, then you know what that's not so done. Well, I've got new bars for January. Even in January, I be the Skibadee. You know my slang is very heavy. New bars for February. Are you all ready? I'm running it red from 2010 to 2020. New bars for Marchington. I ain't got time for the questions you be asking them. Lyrically, I answer them. New bars for April. New bars for May. New bars for June. New bars from Day. New bars for July. And Skibadee don't give a the new guy. If you want, you try. New bars for August. Now, I'm not big in the game. No way, I'm enormous. Lyrically gorgeous. Down in September, October. Remember, back to December. Cause new bars are very heavy. They say I'm very heavy. New bars are very heavy. Hey, yo, let's go. Old school massive, it's live and direct on the radio right now. Old tight cherry, maximum boost, I see ya. Live and direct. One or two more, we're gonna wrap things up. It's a quick splurt tonight. Big out the Raven, massive all to the rolling crew. Old tight Shabba. You got Sticky coming up in a couple weeks. Catch me there, I believe it's next weekend. Old tight MC Shabba, me virgin. Zoop, 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 zoop. Shout going out to the Shocking B as well. Can't forget the original SAS. Shout going out to the Storming. Maximum boost. Old tight the Evil B. Zoop, 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 zoop. Old tight the bass man, the Trigger. Hey, can't forget MC X man now. You don't know. Old tight X in the way you're there. Maximum concrete respect, rude boy. Swear down. Old tight Fat Mandy. New breed crew, maximum boost, yeah? Live and direct, Uncle Dugs up in the place, Old tight the Remark. Shout out to the whole fam. Zoop, 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 zoop. You know how we do, gang. Level.
So there you have it. When we talk about vibes for miles, that is what I'm talking about, bruv. MC Skibba in the studio. Smashed it, bruv. Big up, thank you for coming up.
Maximum respect, thanks for having me. Big up all the crew. I hope you have a good weekend, everybody. And stay blessed, man. Stay blessed out there, man. Keep it nice and live, yeah? Respect, dogs.
Big up, big up. And there you have it, people. We condensed it down into the wickedest package for the weekend there. Be honest, that one will set you on your way. Don't forget, catch me back here at 11 till 2 next Friday. Run, come, follow Fridays. Signing out for another weekend. Enjoy your weekend, people. Be safe, whatever you're doing. Rave hard, but rave safe. That's the motto. Big up Playboy Neil. Send it out to Miss Wiggle. And don't forget Sam Supply up straight after the adverts. Okay.
Rinse FM joined forces with Lovebox once again for 2012. Save the date, Friday, June 15th. More info coming soon.